What's going on, Banditos? It's Thursday, June 20th. Let's get into some gameplay and mess around with some builds.
curfew when it's dark. I'm searching for you in the park. Shady murdered him, another person. He just hit his mark. He met his quota for the month. They found the coda all rolled up inside a bag. He probably dragged the body for about a block.
I've been doing a poor job at getting red stars this season. So far, the season's just started. How many red stars do we have? 7 red stars. I gotta at least get to that 10 point right there, right? Well, I guess we have all weekend. But I still got the weekly project, so I thought I would tackle some of that today as well. We gotta get some named outcasts. We gotta go into hyena territory, which I hate. And complete missions at least at hard difficulty. So probably go into hyena territory for the missions one as well. But we'll start off with some outcasts. So I wanted to work on some builds. One of my objectives is to kind of flesh out all the realistic builds for Breakpoint. I mean, same with the zoo, but the zoo is a little bit easier. It's more flexible. Where I feel like Breakpoint they're like rules to this gear set. One is, if you're an adamant rifle build player, then this gear set's definitely for you. It's gonna be better than a high end. And then, otherwise, it comes down to very unique weapon cases. So for rifle builds, like the build that I created this morning, right? So there were unique weapons like Dr. Home and the other one, which was, I forget the name of it. The lefty or whatever, stage left, yeah. So those are unique rifles that make sense. You want to use those. Doesn't make sense with striker, etc. It sort of goes the same deal with snipers. So the question is, if you're going to run a sniper breaking point build, then how does that line up with determined? And the answer is it doesn't. So once you activate headhunter, determined and headhunter, once those are both active, they don't need anything that this gear set really offers as a whole, as a bonus. So why would you want to run determined with this? And you wouldn't, because the best benefit you would get would be the automatic reload, which wouldn't be happening enough. And if you tried to switch weapons to get that auto reload, you would lose your determined buff. So it's just sort of a shame. So it kind of falls under the same rules as rifles, which is you're going to want weapons or snipers that don't make sense with hot shot. That's basically what you're looking for. The catch is, well, you sort of have aces for that. But aces isn't really good for one shot kill builds. I mean, it can for SVDs, but for other bolt actions, it doesn't. So we got a few cases. One of them being the scalpel. So the scalpel is one that pairs up nicely with breaking point because, well, you can't put determined on it, right? Because it's got a locked talent, and that's future perfection. So weapon kills grant 1 skill tier for 19 seconds. Actually a really good talent. Gives you 4 skill tiers plus overcharge if you have 6 skill tiers. So you have to build in 2. So I have 1 coming from the ninja and 1 coming in from the technician. And then we're also supporting our team. So this can be a team support build. So it does one-shot kill. I got 1.1 million in armor. I got armor regen, a little bit of armor on kill. And then I'm running an infinite decoy concept. So basically you toss out your decoy, and then we got the artificer hive that can support you and your team. So we're gonna run this, so there's other skills you can pair this up with. Like you can use a turret, you can use a drone. But for snipers, those aren't always the best. I mean, you have to manage them so that they're not shooting at the same target that you're shooting at, because then they make your guy all twitchy. Making them harder to land headshots on. So you could run healers, which are okay for yourself, but if you're trying to heal a whole team and you're not a healer build, it's not that great, I've found. The other one is explosives, so those aren't bad. So you can throw out seeker mines, and you can throw out some explosive stickies, fireflies, which aren't bad. That's one way to play. That's probably the second best way, I would think. Anyways, let's go give this decoy a try. So one of the things I want to watch and keep my eye on is if I actually throw out my artificer hive and I'm buffing it at the same time, will I see it climb in value? Basically drones. So we have 16 drones right now. I think I should, but I just need to keep an eye on that. Okay, so I have all 5 directives on, so we're gonna have to watch our ammo. We don't have any ammo regeneration, so let's see, do we have any bad guys here? Yeah, there's one. Okay, so we're one-shot killing right out of the gate. Here's my decoy. Oh, I forgot about cool skills. That sucks. Hold on a second. I should have thrown out the hive first. My bad. That was a waste. Okay, let's get some stacks. Let me crush that. Let's get this reset. Cool skills kind of sucks with... Oh, I did it again. Made the same mistake. Damn it. Cool skills sucks with this hive. So we got 4. See, I don't see the values changing on the artificer as I'm getting kills. So we got 6 skill tiers right now. Which means you're gonna have to keep it equipped, but that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? It lasted though, because our decoy is also climbing in duration. So I might want to keep this on my body, which is fine. It's just that it takes the team component out of it. You suck, dude. Well, you guys suck. See, my decoy's still going. Okay, so I just killed my okay, decoy. So if you keep your decoys in within a reasonable distance, you can buff it with your hive. Be still. I thought about running the gloves too, to pull an overcharge that way also. Oh, that cool skill sucks, man. Cool skill sucks with the hive. Shots are being fired. Oh yeah, shots have been... They're getting rough out there, the community, huh? I looked this morning. I didn't see anything fresh, but maybe I gotta dig a little deeper. It's all anybody's talking about, huh? It's crazy. I mean, I still have more to say about it. I'm kind of tired of talking about it, but I still got more to say about it as I kind of think about it more and process it more, you know? Like, I want to have an open discussion about the, oh, we're running low on ammo. About the build topic, you know? I'm afraid we're not going to have any builds on those. God, hold still, weirdo. The seasonal characters without builds is gonna suck, right? Okay, now we got a warhound in here. Just causing trouble and shit. There, warhound. Suck on that for a while. Yeah, I think I might want to turn off cool skills, right? But that sucks. I want to run directives, you know? I mean, I guess I could just not run to Artificer Hive too, but that's why I ran Technician, is for access to that. But otherwise, it is pretty pointless to be doing it right now with that. You think I should just ditch it? All right. Yeah, my biggest worry is their track record. You know what I mean? Like, did it just reset that control point? Just by taking off a directive? I don't remember. Did I accidentally reset it? Well, that's all right. I need to kill another boss anyways. My biggest worry is the track record. I mean, they are clueless on what the community likes. That's what bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the seasonal characters as much. It's more like they don't actually know what we like. So the odds of this being like really good seasonal characters, you know, they often just miss the mark, you know? Okay, so let's keep an eye on those stacks. I don't think we can increase our stacks when it's deployed, and that's kind of irritating, right? So it is getting stronger though, so it is giving me more buff. So it's not that we're not getting a benefit, but I would also like to get more stacks on it. But we are going to get infinite. I mean, for solo, it's fine. But what I'm trying to do is also get some serious team buffs going on here. What's going on, dude? Please don't. Wow. Was that not a headshot? How was that not a headshot? You guys saw it, right? That was his fucking head. As a matter of fact, it was twice on the head. I was surprised the first one didn't count. The game sits on the throne of lies. Come here. Oh my god, that one was a miss too, huh? And he's got the perfect angle on me. Down there. Come on, dude. Guy will not come out of cover, and it's annoying. Oh, there he is. I mean, it's holding their attention pretty good. This killer. Do all that running around. My reinforcement's not going to come in, huh? Okay, so let's try putting our decoy, keeping our decoy close, but not release our hive. So that way we get the benefit of more stacks. The problem is that if you don't drop it, you're getting more stacks, but you're not using your stacks. So it's kind of weird. But you're still getting all the buffs that you want out of it. Ah, it fell. Oh. See, I went away and I lost it. God, those guys suck. Okay, I'm gonna throw it. Ah! Hit him in the arm. Why are they coming out of this fucking hole? Jesus. Literally coming out of the wrong hole. Ah, so annoying. Okay, so that wasn't actually my... get off that. It was actually a control point. A resource convoy. That wasn't actually my mission. I better get some ammo. Come on, somebody come in. Okay, we're done. Yeah, so I'm having thoughts about the Artificer. I'm not sure about it. Because you're stacking as you go, but if it's deployed, it doesn't get the benefit of the additional drones. Excuse me. So I mean, it works for solo cases, but it'd be cool to get the group benefit out of that, or just to switch it. Hold on, let me see if we're done with this project. Yeah, we are. Okay, so we can go to hyena territory. So, you know, I could just put on a different skill, like, what other skill, though? I mean, a healer and just get stronger heals. I mean, we could do that. That's super exciting, though. I mean, Seeker Mines are kind of annoying because you still got a long skill haze, cooldown. The Fixer would get really strong. If I took off the Fixer, I mean, if I decided to use the Fixer, I could get rid of Technician and then run Brazos. And then we wouldn't need armor on kill because we got strong heals. And then both of our skills would be leveling up nicely. The Decoy gets, I think it's 20%, or is it 30? 15% duration each skill tier. But the cooldown's only 23 seconds, so when you do lose it, not the end of the world. But the only way the Artificer works is if you got all 5 skill tiers when you toss it, and then you make sure you never switch weapons again. It's kind of a bummer. I could also get rid of Hotshot and go double Brazos and pull in a bigger mag, which isn't a bad thing. That turns that into an 18-round mag. Which is going to give you more damage, which you don't care about, but it does give you more weapon handling. But this is a steady 30% weapon handling that doesn't require stacks, and you're also getting damage. And the reload isn't that long on this thing where it's painful to reload. So anyway, so the build's fine. It's the skill that I need to worry about, that I'm worried about, whether I like it or not. Koi, that just lasts longer. There's that. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. And let's go into hyena territory. I guess we have to take on a mission. Isn't that right? Complete missions. Yeah. I always do that wrong. Okay, let's pin it. That's what I'm trying to do. Track on screen. There we go. So complete a mission on hard difficulty and then named hyenas. Hey, there's a ton of bugs in the game right now, huh? Like, people are saying that the League is glitched on some of these missions. Jesus. But I'm so glad they fixed that God World bench bug. Woo-wee! That was burning a hole in the community. So we can run cool skills again. Let's do this, yeah. You lady. I mean, they're not even updating the board, right? The known issues board. Oh, God damn it. Skill just fell. Which also really excites me. And that's what I was saying earlier, right? Like, I just don't... It's not the seasonal characters that bothers me as much as that this dev team is really disconnected from the community. You know? I cannot shoot a hyena in the head.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hospital. Everybody, get to the atrium.
Saints here. You know, hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this.
Which is really this elite task force's fault. I'm not even sure these people exist. You know? But they're the ones that are supposed to be the voice of the community for the devs, and man, they suck. Please go away, you stupid car. Did my turret fall again? What a piece of shit turret. Having second thoughts about you, turret. Put it on the banister and now it's on the ground. Jesus.
Get all the way to the top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your way up.
So I reloaded right there, and by reloading, you use your buff. Isn't that cool? Because you want to be prepared for the next fight, don't you? I mean, they thought a shotgun that slows people down was a good idea. That says it all, right? And they brought us the Ninja Bike knee pads part 2. Which is also shows how disconnected they are. It's just like, nobody likes the Ninja knee pads part 1. Why would you bring us a part 2? suck, lady.
I just found an ammo stockpile. I'm gonna detonate it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Alpine. Merge the two together. Not a bad idea.
That's what you get, you dumb sons of bitches.
Oh.
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That blast did a lot of damage.
Except everybody's still alive. There's that, Kelso. Yeah, I haven't got them yet. I hope I find at least one use case for these knee pads. You're not using them in the dark zone, are you, Blue? I see how they could be helpful in the dark zone. I mean, if we had unlimited slot spaces, then sure. You know what I mean? But we just have other exotics that we'd rather run, you know? Some of us. That's the problem. It's not that they're super shitty, it's that there are so many better options out there. It makes it really hard to use. Also because of the super situational conditions they bring to it, you know? Like, just let us... I don't know why they didn't just put, like, a stamina meter on it. That seemed, like, super straightforward. Just, you know? You use it, wears out, it has to charge up. You use it, it has to charge up. Seems pretty straightforward. I mean, everything we do fucking stacks in this game, so why not? Just another form of stacking. Excuse the fog, apparently, huh? Fuck, it's foggy in a hotel room. Well, it's smoke, but still. At least we're all wearing gas masks. Stop bouncing when you walk. Look at him bounce. Why are you walking like that? That's why I don't like fighting the hyenas, the way they walk. You have to try to catch them in between hopping to get a good headshot. And I don't like to get between a man and his cardio. Please don't fall again. Shoot at him. Stupid skills just sitting there. God. I hate their sniper turrets though. Pretty powerful. They're nasty. You know, I try to use the Ninja Bike knee pads. You know, it's a thing, small minority. I mean, if you're really a relaxed player, you know, playing from cover all the time, then they're pretty handy. But if you're hoping to run and gun and vault and do that kind of stuff, which is how you would imagine using them, really, they're not so handy, right? Because there's all these situations where you're like, oh, that's climbing. Oh, they didn't give it to me. Or it's just like, when you need it, you don't have it. So it becomes clunky. It just becomes a mechanic you're not using. But if you're playing from cover a lot, and because usually because you're running like an all red build, and then you're doing all these run and gun situation. I mean, cover to cover moves like this, like you're always doing that. Because you're an all red build, then they make a lot of sense. But the tough part is that you don't really have to be an all red build anymore. So you kind of like sacrificing a lot for that reload, and then how bad do you really need to reload? Does give you a little bit of bonus armor, but worst off is like when you need that reload, it's not there for you. So you end up just manually reloading. It just always happens that way for me. I'd be like, I could really use that reload right now, but the only way for me to get it is to put myself in a situation that's dangerous, and it also eats time, and it'd be just faster for me to just reload. You know? One of the best no reload options in the game is Dread Edict, in my opinion. And then Hotshot's not bad if you slow down, you know? That grenade followed me. I see it coming, I roll backwards, and then I get hit by it. It's like, fuck you. It's amazing how many missed shots are on the hyenas. I'm watching this really closely here. Like right there, that was a miss. Pretty amazing. Guy's really hiding in the back there. That red guy. Really well. Does not want to come out of cover. The Merciless with health damage. God rolled. Yeah, some people are saying that they like that. It might be just enough weapon handling. I just kind of don't like the talent. I don't like that it explodes on every, what, 11th hit or something like that. And it's possibly on an enemy that doesn't need the explosion. Like an enemy that's just about to die, like, you know. It's all right. I mean, I'd rather have a damage talent that's more reliable, I guess. But I do rather run the Merciless and the Ravenous, if I had to choose. If rockets can't open that door, I don't know what can. All right.
Manny, is Odessa on the line?
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor. Is she okay? She's okay.
Brass, it's hot here too, man. It's not my fault. I got my air conditioner running and shit. It was all rainy last week, and now we got all the sun. The hell? Okay, what do I want us to do now? What, one more mission? Really? Oh. And we only get credit for one hyena boss there. Boo. DUA is 511, so that sucks. I guess we can do invaded trade center. But that's not hyena, so we'd have to take off invaded. These all suck. Let's go over here. What up, Nick? First thing you should do is watch the video called Level 40 Now What? Honestly, like, I know it sounds funny, but we get that question so much that I actually made a video for it. So that first link that says level 40 there, that's the Nightbot dropped, you're gonna wanna watch that video. But all those videos will help you. Rich with Mules, Getting Rich with Mules is right there behind you. But level 40, now what? That's what you wanna watch. How perfect, right? Good question. What up, Ed? Where you at? You in California or something? I was thinking about a double paratrooper build, but now that I think about it, I don't like it because the reload's not that slow on that thing. Northern Cal. Oh, okay, you're not too far from me. I'm in Portland. You're in Squatch country, man. You're in Squatch country. Tell me some stories, man. I mean, not really, Jay. Not anymore. You just the rule that I've put out, because I've put some thought into it, because the rule that I put out is just gradually create your mules, and by with the goal in mind to have all 4 characters by the time you reach watch 2,000. Squatch is real, man. I'm telling you. Even in your part of the woods, Reaper. I forget what state you're in, but you're in the Midwest, right? Like there's, are you Missouri? But Tennessee's got quite a few sightings out there. I listen to Sasquatch YouTubes, and I love them. Ever since I was a little boy, I loved the Bigfoot stories. I'm still a little boy. Oh yeah, the Sierra. Yeah. Shit, man, you're right there. You're right there by the what do they call that? The Sierra Sounds, right? Yeah, the Sierra Bigfoot Sounds. Those are creepy as fuck. Super famous. Super famous. The Sierra Sounds, or whatever they call them. About these guys that had this campsite since like the 60s, and so they would go there, and it's like way deep into Sierras. Right there, right about where he's at. And they won't give the location away because they don't want a bunch of people there. It's really remote. They have to go in by basically mule and horse. And have you guys know this story? Like it's all there, and they would get these crazy noises. I mean, they haven't seen anything, but they see the tracks and they hear them talking to each other like a language. It sounds like Mongolian or something like that, right? It sounds like they're talking to each other. And then they had it analyzed by vocalists or people that analyze that kind of stuff. And it's an unidentified noise out of the range of, or vocal out of the range of human beings and most animals. They haven't debugged the Patterson film. They try, but the gate, the way that the beast moves its foot, how it articulates its foot, is a big giveaway that makes it really difficult for them to say it's a fake, because it moves its foot like a primate that humans can't do. The way it plants its foot and then lifts its foot. I'm probably not explaining it very well, but all right, let's go kill some more hyenas. Yeah, the way, yeah. I mean, there were rumors that, you know, like on their deathbed, one of the guys' deathbed, that they admitted it was being a fake, but apparently that wasn't true. Am I Tusk? I need to go reset this. This can't be Tusk. Gotta kill hyenas. Anyways. Yeah, but the Sierra Sounds are creepy as hell. If you ever watched The Missing 411, that's where they were featured. That's where I saw it the first time. It is scary shit. It's just like, can you imagine being in the middle and like they came through and like ravaged their campsite and shit? Like, fuck. Okay, is this Anderson now, or what am I in now? That's Captain Lewis now. I don't want Captain Lewis. Jesus Christ. How many mission modes do we have here? Toggle mission mode. I just want regular old. All right, that looks regular old. But many people say that, and I believe these people, there's lots of people that pretend they have Bigfoot as their best friend kind of thing, but most people that encounter Bigfoot say it is not somebody you want to run into, you know? I believe those guys. But the Native Americans say it's another tribe. Like it's a human tribe, another one that just evolved differently. They used to trade with them. I mean, that's an interesting theory. I mean, I think Fox's would be, right? Rifle damage versus the multiplicative. I mean, I haven't personally tested it, but just going off the number. Let me see if I have my Foxes. Let's compare. So just going off the number, you got 25. So you'd have 10 plus 8 would be 18. But 8 of that is multiplicative. So it should come out more than 25, but it's going to be somewhat close. But you would have to weigh in the benefits. Like if you were also running a sniper, then there you go, you know. And then if you were going to reach for the 3-piece and get that additional weapon handling, you know, so that's how I've been looking at it, you know. Oh, we're still fighting apparently. You know what I really want the devs to do in this game, but it's never going to happen because they don't want any feedback, is I would like them to include body flinch resistance inside weapon handling. Fucking guy. The body flinching is ridiculous. Yeah, that's probably your #1 build you should be going for, Nick. For a new player. Yeah. Because it's going to open up the content that you need to do as an early player. Like, you're going to need to do countdown. And you need to start doing legendaries. And heroic content. And you need to start doing XP farming. Even from a skill build, like my first skill build would be a striker skill build. And to save you on farming, you could just run the mechanical animal and turn your skill your DPS build into a skill build that way. Until you get your skill pieces. I don't want to complicate things in your head right now, but yeah, absolutely. That's the first build you should go for. And you want to farm it actually in the summit, because one of the first weapons you need to get your hands on is the capacitor, and it's really easy to unlock in the summit. Like day 1, level 40, you can basically have 3 or 4 exotics in a single day, maybe 5. But how much time? But in about 3 hours time, you should get 3 exotics. 1 from the SHD project, 1 from the summit, and I can't remember the other one. Maybe it's the, oh, it's also from the summit. That's right. So, because you're going to get the summit project, which is going to give you an exotic also. So the summit delivers 2, and the SHD project will give you your 3rd. So within the first 3 hours of being level 40, you should have 3 exotics. 2 of them are going to be RNG, so you don't know what they're going to be. But one of them is a critical exotic.
You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
The Hollow Man mask. You're bringing it out, huh, Destroyer? Oh, you grew up in Oklahoma, huh? Yeah, the Skinwalkers and the Navajo and the Utes and the Navajo. I think the Navajo put a curse on the Utes. Might have been the other way around. With the Skinwalker, and that's what made the Skinwalker Ranch. Or that's the story behind the Skinwalker Ranch, at least. Something like that. The Utes. Best tank build. Definitely, you're gonna want the Catharsis mask. You're gonna want a shield. You're gonna want. You could go Scorpio, or you could go Lady Death. You're gonna want. I'm trying to. Well, you know, I haven't tested it since they came out with the new Gila and Golan changes. But you want Unbreakable on your chest. And so between Unbreakable and the mask, the Catharsis mask, you become very hard to kill. And so you just got to move a lot. You just got to get your opponent to miss you. So just keep moving circles so it gives you time to heal. And then Uzina Getica is the word I was looking for. So I think it's Uzina, Gila. That's all I remember. But there's 3 of your pieces. It's a build that's been around for a while. Yeah, I like that idea too, Brave. I was thinking the same exact thing. I wanted the weapon handling second. Oh, why didn't I cover? Ah, you got me, fucker. Fucker. I'm using all my armor kits. I'm gonna run you by this. That's all they send are rushers, man. That's all they send, the hyenas. Worst faction ever. Hello, is anybody gonna fucking fight? God damn. Fucking stupid. Spending way too much time in hyena country than I really enjoy. I love how accurate that SMG dude is too, by the way. So accurate. At that distance. More accurate than my sniper. Only takes half a mag to kill one guy. Another exotic. Might be the last piece I needed for that. Yeah, I kind of like the decoy better. I just want to do all the work with my gun, you know. Okay, apparently I can't shoot him. They act way less sporadic. The decoy. And they're so much more confident. Come here, lady. Yeah, decoy's better. I mean, it lasted that whole time. It's still going. It's an interesting thing about the unlimited decoy concept, because you could also just go Mantis and go unlimited decoy concept that way too. Which works with the same setup. We just have to take off the skill tiers. And so if you go the Mantis route, I think you end up winning from a defensive perspective. You end up picking up like armor on kill if you want to. Well, we have armor on kill. I guess more armor on kill.
You didn't have to die here.
Go right by my fucking decoy, huh? Awesome. Jesus. These rushers have superpowers. Could put a bigger mag on the Mantis too. That would be interesting. Oh my god, this guy finally. Fucking, there's a post right by his head. It would not give it up. Yeah, you know, I think maybe the problem is like I'm bored with our skills. Anybody else bored of our skills? I just look at my skills and I'm like, I feel like we don't have any. I feel like we need more. Oh, you're fast, aren't you? As soon as I whipped out that shot. It's foggy everywhere in this game. Like there's a haze I could live without. Perfect duck, huh? Yeah, I think if you go decoy, you go Mantis is probably just more of a win. Just keep fleshing them out. Damn it. Fucking flinch.
There's nothing you could have done for Espinosa.
Get it.
Fucking hyena was totally with us. I hope she suffered a bit before you finished her off. Anyway, thanks to you, we're an important step closer to getting the Shade Network back to full strength. You did good. I'll see you around.
Ugh, I still got 3 hyena named people to kill. Oh, it's so annoying. You gotta get a handle on sniping, but it's the best sniper to get a handle on. To teach you how to snipe in the game, I think. I'm about to use it. The setup might be perfect for it, but I don't need that. We could go gunner. We also don't need as much weapon handling. It's nice to have, though. Yeah, we don't got too much. 53%, that's good. But we're going to get a variable weapon handling, too. On reload. Which means we don't really need this weapon handling. So I could go double Brazos and give me a bigger mag. So what is my mag size on this? 7? So I could push that up to 12. That's not that exciting. Let's take a look. Ugh, 3 bullets. Lame. But just not the hot shot. Like, I don't know if I need that either. I guess if I do, I could throw in, put it in a weapon handling because we don't need the headshot damage. And then push this out to this back to armor on kill with Bellstone, and then run gunner also. Get 20% armor on kill. Doesn't seem that imaginative though. What else? What other chest helmet can we go here? Don't need rifle damage. Do need more gear though. We don't need more damage, that's a problem. Doesn't leave us much choices. Unless we get rid of on point, which we could do. Break it apart a little bit, but then what? Anything with a marksman rifle, I mean, really with the Mantis, it's strong enough you can build it from scratch. Hotshot glitches with it. Apparently Breaking Point's gonna glitch with it too. So there's that. You could also just not care because Breaking Point. Anytime you switch weapons or you throw a skill, you lose your stacks. But with a rifle, that's not a big deal because your stacks are coming and going so fast anyways. So to lose your stacks isn't a big deal because you're not throwing out your skills or grenades that often. But with snipers, your RPM is too slow, so your stacks matter more. By the time you reload, you know, if it took you like several minutes to get a full stack to reload, because 7 shots, 7 kills, and then you switch weapons or you throw your skill, and you're like, ah, just why am I even running this gear set? So It's the problem of Breakpoint, and Hotshot has the same problem. They're both stupid. So normally I run 3 pieces of Hotshot, and then like I'll assemble a build, but not use the brand or gear set, the gear set bonus. So for example, I could run that. So it's like 3 Hotshot and 3 Breakpoint, but no bonus. So we're not losing that bonus. I don't know what my damage is like with this though. We have to go look. I can't believe we got to kill more hyena bosses. I need more factions to play with. I mean, I like the Black Tusk, but there's not enough missions with them. I like the True Sons, of course. The Outcasts, I mean, the Rushers really suck. And they always send you the Rushers too. There's always a lot of them. And then the Hyenas, there's always a lot of Rushers also. Yeah, so this is a decent build if I just get rid of Technician, which I will. I just want to go see what our damage is looking like. Because if I run Gunner with this, we'll have 20% armor. Okay, we'll have a real well-rounded build. But we might not need the Ninja either. And that's why I want to look at the damage. But let's go finish this project first. Tech, what's good, man? Welcome. Tech in the house. We'll do a shout out. Toying around Breakpoint today. Everybody welcome. Come in with Tech stream. Right now, I'm testing out the Mantis. Mantis has got a use case with Breakpoint, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to run it. So I'm just testing damage right now. There's 20 million. So it's decent. If I can get this to about 25, I'd be happy with that. Oh good, more. I mean, for heroic, we have enough. Oh, yeah. There's so many bugs right now, man. It's crazy. I mean, I get so many comments. Every other comment's like, people are saying like, oh, this bug, this isn't working. This isn't working. It's like, Jesus. I've been laughing. It's just like how ironic it was that they fixed that crafting bench bug like on the Superfly fast, right? And it was just like, of course they did.
Incoming hostiles detected.
When they want to. Yeah, I'm trying to do a shout out. There we go. I think that worked. Yeah, it did. Be sure to check out Tech's channel, guys. Give him a follow. Support the troops! Oh, I guess it'll be a body shot. It's a bug's life, yeah. What are you thinking about the new gear? Anything you liking, particularly? Anything working for you? Better get some ammo, apparently. I haven't even grinded. I haven't got my exotics yet, which is new for me. I usually, we were saying earlier, I usually get my rewards track done in the first day to 3 days tops. We've been all busy, so busy talking about the seasonal characters. No, but the real reason why I haven't is because the exotics are just not that appealing to me, you know?
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Expose. Yeah, well, which build are you talking about? I do have, oh, there's a build, by the way. I did which build was that this morning that we did? Can't remember now. Oh, yeah, the Wingman build is linked at the top of the chat. It's a rifle build that uses Breakpoint. That you can actually logically justify using Breakpoint, right? Because there's some cases where you're like, yeah, better off with Striker, and so you got to really think it through. Anyways, it's a Wingman rifle build, so you're supporting your team at the same time you're putting out DPS. That's kind of what the Wingman concept is all about. It's a team support build that still puts up damage numbers. Anyways, really fun. I had a great time using that one. It's legendary certified for sure. Good gameplay footage there for you. Check out that one. This one, we started with the scalpel. And so it's the same thing, you know, like we're talking about breaking point and what works with it and what doesn't work with it. And the scalpel, you have a use case for it, which was like that. And then we'll put the scalpel on first. So this is the build. So it's 3-piece headshot damage, ninja, 1 hot shot. So you got basically a 4-piece breakpoint there, and then you got 10% armor on kill, and you got 6 skill tiers with overcharge, and then I'm running the artificer. So, but the thing is that I just kind of bored of our skills. You know, like I'm looking at our skills and I'm just like, oh, I'm bored. Yeah, I hear you, Tech. And so it's like, yeah, you know, we got this really cool skill build, but I'm just like, I'm bored of our skills, you know. And you got, I would put on the stim hive, but we got so much weapon handling, we don't need anymore. So it's like, and I know that gives you hazard protection and stuff, but did I not kill 2 bosses there? Jesus. So that's the only reason why I'm not liking this one. So you can put on a turret and a drone, but they, you know, they make the enemy act too sporadic, and that pulls from your headshots. And so I just don't like that so much. Works though. So I sort of, that's why you were seeing me run the Mantis. I was like, well, if we're going to play into the Decoy, the Mantis is going to be better than the Scalpel. And the problem is with the Scalpel and the Artificer Hive is that when you throw out the Artificer Hive, you are buffing it with your skill tier kill, but you're not giving it more drones, which is the most important thing, duration. So that kind of sucks. So it doesn't, it'd be a great team build if that worked, and it doesn't. So I'm thinking it's a good build though. It just depends on what you want to use as skills. So whatever, if you have skills that you like, then, you know, it's a great build. So I'm thinking like, okay, Mantis with Breakpoint. So Mantis and the Breakpoint makes sense, but you don't want to run on point because every time you throw out your decoy, you lose your stacks, which isn't the end of the world because you're not relying on the stacks, but it's just annoying. Then it goes like, well, why am I running this gear set? If every time I throw my decoy, I lose my stacks, which is stupid, right? So I'm like, okay, well, let's not run the full Breakpoint set then, you know? And what do we get? I don't know yet. That's kind of where I'm at. And so, but let's go change our specialization. But if you're trying to run, if I'm trying to run a top tier Mantis damage build, then, well, that's easy. Just get rid of the Ninja Bike backpack and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, not that game changing. So I'm going to change the specialization here. So I could run Gunner and get more armor on kill. But with the Decoy, you know, you're actually pretty good with 10% armor on kill. You don't need a lot. But let's just throw this over to Sharpshooter for now. All right. So what could we do to this Decoy? Well, let's start by putting on Habsburg here. We ran this version a little bit. The Nemesis build looks similar to this. I mean, that is pretty much a Nemesis build right there. Need more gear pieces. I could run a Raldi. So we got a Raldi, we got 2-piece Habsburg. That might work. Let's go see. If I can get a one-shot kill elite out of this, then I'd be happy. So an easy way to make that happen. Awfully close. Okay. I don't think that's going to be enough to change it, but that's close. We put weapon handling down here. Let's put this back to headshot damage. Oh, wait. I might have a different one. No. Ah. Click. Yeah, it's really close. 800,000 is close, but very far away at the same time. So it's not going to reach. Unless I put Habsburg. No, it comes out to be the same. Never mind. Okay, let's get rid of the ninja. And double Habsburg. 2 breakpoint. That'll get us the damage. We don't need weapon handling. So another Providence or a Raleigh. Well, this would be more. A hotshot would be more. Okay, let's run a hotshot here. Then Habsburg here. All right, let's see. Yep, it does it. One shot kill an elite, but I do have expertise on my sniper, so it's 11.2 on crit. Let's try that again. 10 million exactly. So which means you're probably going to need expertise. Let me throw on the 3-piece hotshot here. See what that damage number change. How that damage number changes real quick. It's still there. Okay, stop critting. Yep, still can do it. So breakpoint's not adding shit. Fucking breakpoint. I mean, it gave me a couple of 100 points, but okay, put the ninja back on. Let's try that now. Yeah, less damage. So vigilance is needed to pull that off. It'd be nice to not have to have vigilance to do it. Yeah, I mean, we are getting additional stash, but it sounds like it's all temporary, so it's not really more stash space. So, you know, our mule or our seasonal character will have more stash, right? But that's all just going to get pushed into our transitional stash space and then back onto our main character. So you can only hold stuff in there for 2 weeks, sounds like. Urgh. Yeah. But I don't even... So we're going to be using these seasonal characters. I don't even know if they're going to have builds. They might just be running on modifiers and base stats. And the enemies are going to be less difficult. Yeah. I mean, think about it. I was saying that because I was like, think about it like they're saying that everybody's going to be at the same place, level 1. So how could I bring in my God ruled level 40 negotiators build into that situation when a level 1, I just bought the game today character person is going to come in and their armor values are going to be at like 15,000 or 25,000. And my armor value is going to be at 180,000. That doesn't put us in the same page. So in order to handle that, neither of us are going to have, or we both have to have the same level of armor, which means we can't be pulling in our own gear unless there's some code that changes our gear, normalizes it, which takes away the purpose of us having a build. So if you have a high armor regen build that you want to use, which means you're going to have high armor and you bring it into the seasonal character and then it normalizes the armor on that build, then you no longer have a high armor regen build. So that wouldn't make any sense, which tells me like logically the new seasonal characters will not have builds at all. It'll be like this. It's basically like Descent game mode. It's just the Descent game mode repurposed. And I don't think anybody's realized that. And I don't know, it's not fact, but it's sort of like poking at me, this concept here that you know what I mean? Like the whole build thing. It's just like, so we're going to be experiencing all the new content without builds, basically. And then, which is a big part of this game for some people, you know, and then we're going to get gear for our builds for our main character that we can't use until basically the following season, the intermission, 15 weeks later, when we can move it from our seasonal character into this temporary stash space and then onto our main character. Only happens in the intermission. So, wow. Yeah. You think there will be builds? Airs, what's up from Brazil? Yeah, I know what you mean. They said something like, if we see the ability, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they did say something like that, right? You got a good point there, Brass. They said something about like, oh, Wyvern, right? Like if we see Wyvern and if we see the opportunity to tweak it or to buff it, then we will. And if it's a really good idea, then we'll roll it out to the normal characters also. They did say something like that. You're right. I just having a hard time imagining what these builds would look like. Because if you're a new player and you haven't gotten to endgame yet and you're level 15, how are they going to match us up? How are we going to be normalized? So, because we can both get into a seasonal character and they want us to be on the playing field and we're going to have the same watches. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like it's going to be sort of like the PTS where you go up to the vendor and be like, okay, I'm going to pick this random stuff. You know what I mean? Like you outfit yourself with this temporary build, maybe. I don't know. But you're in a box, whatever it is, we're in a box, we're being controlled. They use the word controlled. They want to control our experience and our progression. Not because they want to control us, it's not that kind of thing, but because of, you know, power creep and bugs. Yeah. Well, basically, I think the main point of it all, is they want to stop changing the main game. That is the point, right? Like, so they want to stop changing the main game because every time they do, they break it. I mean, just look at this patch. All they did was introduce a couple of crappy pieces of gear. Well, they merged the end games, which was a big deal. But you know what I mean? And it's broken everywhere. Everything's broken, right? I mean, it's still playable, but like, it's given a poor experience. There's certain things that you can't do. Like maybe craft. A lot of people can't craft right now. What do I want to do with the Mantis? Let's try putting on 3 pieces of hotshot again, and maybe just lean into 1 piece of breaking point just for the damage. And then so when we throw our decoy, we can get the glitch, okay, which always sucks. But we would get free reloads if we keep landing our shot, which is fun. Huh. Let's go to the Dread Edict instead. Didn't mean to do this. So we kill that. Okay, let's get in our stacks. Let's put this on. Actually, let's go over here. What's going on? Why is that not resetting? Hold on. See, it's still up. So I can't get to the guys behind it. Jesus. It's probably the directive. Okay, so we still have that, so let's take off this and put on this. Reset that. Apparently that's not working. I can't see what's going on. Let's try it over here. Yeah, it is a Keener outfit. Yeah, they're not selling it right now. But they did bring the recruiter outfit back. So that's not bad, but we are at full stacks right there. So we can do better than that. Araldi, let's try putting Araldi here. Gives me a little bit more damage, but that's all we need is a little bit more damage. As soon as we get to full stacks on the gun, that's when we're... So not quite. I don't know. It's not giving me quite the damage. I mean, I'd be better off with the aces or just hot shot. Because I'm thinking about the SVD, the regular SVD. I like it with the determined. It works great. But I already got that build to work on a different setup. So if this one's not giving us as much damage, then it sucks. Well, it does. And we got the handling. Damage number there 10-2. It's barely there, but it works. Let's take off this and put on breaking point so we can get more handling. Yeah, it works. That's an attractive build. Because you can go center mass. And I'm just running the 8x scope, or is it the 12x? 8x, yeah. So, I mean, I can put on more damage if I want to, but the 8x is great on this. So you can go real fast with this one, which is why I like it. And it is a benefit here, because we're pulling in 15% weapon handling. And then we have the 30% weapon handling plus 30% headshot damage. Let's see if we can pull it off with just one hot shot. And then that would open up a slot. Let's see, do I have breaking point down here? Yeah. Let's put on, what am I looking for? I mean, that could be neat. Another 15% handling isn't going to hurt us with an SVD. But Habsburg is what I was going to go for. No, it wasn't. What did I want to do here? Oraldi? Yeah. Because that gives us marksman rifle headshot damage, but then we get more weapon handling. So it's only 8, but it's more's more. So let's see if we can pull this off. One headshot kill there. And we got it. Non-crit. 10.2. We're killing elites. Now the question would be, can we get rid of Headhunter? But before we do that, let's try to see if we can do it with the Eagle's Grasp, because that will give us a larger mag plus more weapon handling, double the weapon handling. Okay. Let's clear this. See if it's enough damage. Ooh, so close. Like by 10, some shit. But I mean, without putting more expertise, which I don't want to do. I don't have, well, I could put on a better scope. Okay, so let's put on the stronger scope. Let's clear this. Now we're doing it. Barely though. It's barely, but it's working. You go center mass. Problem is you're zoomed in more. I like the 8x scope better though, personally. So I'd rather take the 8x scope and then run a Raldi. Lose a little bit of weapon handling. We're okay. We got the weapon handling under control. There we go. This one. So let's see where our stats are. Got 53% handling, 108% stability. So that seems to be a good spot. Okay, this would be a killer if we can get this to work. So let me pull off sharpshooter, run gunner, see if I can get that to work. That would give us ammo on the move and armor on kill. Got it. So it does make a difference because sharpshooter gives you 15% headshot damage. So we just dropped 15% headshot damage and we're still We're still clearing. The question is, can we do it with Ragers? Apparently not. Well, we can, okay. It's all very confusing. Wow, that's pretty cool. So this a new player can run this. You got 12%. You just need the Nemesis to kick it off, or you attack 50. So we got 2 pieces here. So there's 15% weapon handling, 30%, 45% weapon handling right there. Let's go give it a spin. We got one more stupid hyena to kill. Let's go over here, I guess.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
This way. Oh, we got the ammo hoarders on. I forgot about that. Fucking. Every time I reloaded, I lost ammo. Fucking ammo hoarders. Aw, dude. Get me out of here. Saw those bullets come around the corner. Not fooling me. I love being dizzy. Damn. You guys see any ammo around here? Get out there and fight. No ammo. You have to get into that base. Ah, fuck it. Just turn off the directive. Ammo hoarders kind of sucks, huh? I don't mind cool skills, but ammo hoarder sucks. We've been running into all sorts of little caveats with these directives. I don't normally run hives, so I don't normally run into the cool skills hive issue. I like the gloves. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to use them on builds outside of rifle builds. I mean, because we're gonna tap into assault rifle builds. I think they're gonna be good for assault rifle builds. So let me hold that thought with that, because assault rifle builds are gonna be really good with. But with sniper builds, they're okay. But the problem is that, you know, snipers don't benefit much from that larger mag. You know, you get like 1 extra bullet, which is okay. But I'd rather have, you know, 30% or something like that. But otherwise, the gloves are good. It's just, you just got to kind of think through that. Like, would I just be better off with XYZ? But I do like them. They're just going to not be best in slot for every build. I'm a big fan of weapon handling, so I'll find a build for those just for the sake of wanting more weapon handling on something. I'm a weirdo that way. Like, I have some like unlimited weapon handling or maximum weapon handling builds. I have one that has 130% weapon handling on it, which is for sure excessive, you know, but I don't need any damage on the build because I'm one-shot killing things. So it's like, yeah, let's have crazy handling. Come on, give me that head. Ah, so annoying. There it is. Is it just the boss now? I think so. Is that my project? Please tell me the project finished. Thank you, Jesus. Tired of fighting the hyenas today. Get on my damn nerves. Agreed. Yeah, think about how long ago they created this seasonal character thing. I think they created it. They at least were developing it during Division Day, which we didn't have this year. So that was like over a year ago, right? I think they were already into development. They already had the concept sketched out. There's no turning back. There isn't. I know we think we can change things, and I hate being pessimistic that way, but it's just, there's no way they can scrap this. They can't afford it. I mean, think of their budget. They don't even have a budget to come in and fix exotics, right? They don't have the budget to do iterations on exotics. There's no way they're going to scrap this. I mean, we had the whole, you know, gear lock being reversed, that concept. See, that was just one little detail, you know. This is an entire game mode and financial structure. No way they're scrapping this. All right, let's put this to the test for real now. All right, 14 million first shot. No allies available because I abandoned that control point. That's annoying. All right, we're off. Oh, there's damage drop off right there. Fuck. You're gonna have to think about that mod then. So I had damage drop off because of distance right there, which isn't normally an issue, but we're so close on the edge here of damage. I have a mod that takes away optimal range. I could reverse that. Save the boss for last. Yeah, so you can run cool skills and all that stuff, but you're not going to run ammo hoarders on this one. No hyenas allowed. JW, appreciate you.
Ha! That's my boy!
Thanks for the sub. What up? It's your boy Troopers. Hello. It's so annoying. Isn't that kind of a dumb mechanic? So it's because I abandoned that control point, and so I don't. Now I can call him. Okay, good.
Reinforcements en route.
Okay, so this is that mod I was telling you about. So I got this stability mod. So if we run 10% stability, we'll keep our optimal range, which is fine. It's fine.
Incoming hostiles detected.
So we got to get our first kill with our Nemi. Hitting at 14 million, that's plenty strong. And then we're going to chain kill with this beast. If I could get ahead here. There we go. Who wants some? Who wants some? Oh, this guy. So, but you're gonna want to be careful with ammo hoarders on this build because SVDs can use some ammo. They can eat ammo. You do have damage on the table if you wanted to put on a deeper scope. So I'm running to 8x. I play a little faster with the 8x. So. Not a fan of the reticule, but there it is. It works. You only have to use your nemesis once. So what I like about the SVD is like when you have to go fully auto or semi-auto technically, but when you have to go multi-shot mode, you could just do it, right? Like I like that. You just like you're picking them off one at a time, and then you run into a heavy helmeted dude or a hyena rusher, whatever you got, and just wham, 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 get him out of your way. And you're only using your nemesis to reactivate. So I got 10% armor on kill. We're running determined. So it allows you, and we're chain killing off the chest. So we're running 2 pieces Brazo or Breaking Point, sorry, for the handling and the damage. and then 1-piece hot shot for the handling and the damage. And that's you want that because with these weapons, the SVDs, you need to get a handle on your handling. 53% is good. 83 stability. McGun. Yeah, totally. Well, no, I mean, I think Yannick participates. He's the director. I mean, he's got a say. But yeah, it's a table. It's a round table. I think Yannick has more power than we think he does. You know? Let's go see if we can craft that. I really do think he does. I think Yannick is behind a lot of this. I don't want to blame him, you know, but I'm just saying that I think he is behind a lot of this, you know. He's been there for a long time. It's hard to imagine he doesn't have strong input in this, or a strong, how do you say, directional drive into this game. Influence, you know. That'd be weird if he didn't. I think even when he was out, even when Morton was stood in, I think he still had influence at that time. I think he was probably like a stakeholder. We're still missing the inverted leather holster, really? Okay, what about the chatterbox? Can I craft that? Yes. So let's craft ourselves a chatterbox. Damaged armor. Not bad. All right. And we need grip and tags for the Liberty. All right. Where's hotshot dropping at? Oh, this is the hotshot zone. Brutus. It's too bad the Brutus doesn't really have a place in the game. It's a great weapon. Okay, Banditos, well, I'm going to call it here. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Please be sure to check out that rifle build and tell me your thoughts. It's pinned at the top of the chat. And then, yeah, I will see you tomorrow. And I'm liking where this build is going, so I'll probably tweak it a little bit more in the morning and then pump out a build video for you tomorrow so you have something to toy with over the weekend. But it should be good for the event. The only, with 4 directives. And so you're just going to want to make sure you don't have ammo hoarders on this one because it uses a lot of ammo. All right, everybody, catch you later.